Friends, how are you doing? Day 1938. I saw this post and I just want to share what it said and some thoughts on it. So it talked about essentially a man, and he was with a partner for 7 years, and he never married her, yet he married the next one after only 3 months. And so he was sharing his reasons why. And he said it wasn't about looks, it was something that was obvious. He said that with his new girl, or his fiance, he wasn't auditioning, he was already cast. In other words, he said that he was with somebody for 7 years that kept score, versus his fiance, it was only 3 months, but it was someone who kept choosing him. Second reason, he said that his ex, he was with for 7 years, would bring up things from the second year during fights 4 years down the road. He felt as if he was always paying off debts. And with his now wife, every morning he feels like it's a clean slate. He's not looking for someone easier. He's looking for someone who actually lets the past stay there. Do you bring up the past? Or do you move on? Do you forgive and move on? And so he also said, point number 3, that his past girlfriend of 7 years actually gave more, planned more, she actually tried harder. However, he said that she tracked it all. Every favor became a future receipt. And he said that his wife, although she gave less objectively, but what she gave came with no strings. And he said that freedom feels like oxygen. He was able to breathe, not having to worry about every single decision that he made. And he said that he knew he would marry her the moment his current wife, that when he messed up badly, she said, okay, so what now? There was no punishment, no cold shoulder, just moving forward. And he understood that that's not weakness. That's someone who wanted to be a partner, not a project. And then finally, he said some people spend years proving that they're worthy. Others walk in already knowing. He said the difference isn't confidence, it's whether love feels like a fit or a test. And so how do you approach relationships? Do you try to make your partner prove something? Or are you able to accept them as they are? Because and that's the lesson I had to learn as well. One of my past relationships, I went on the promise that, she was going to change this and change that. And she was the one who's saying this. I'm like, oh, wow, okay, cool. And I waited. And, that's not really fair to her, nor was it to me. If you're going to be with somebody, make sure that you accept them as they are. Otherwise, move on. Okay? But of course, have that conversation first. And so, finally, are you building a relationship or an audit trail? And then finally he said, letting go of scorekeeping starts with trusting that you deserve love without earning it, moment by moment. And that trust is an inside job. You gotta work on yourself first. You can't look at your partner or someone else to fill a hole or prove something to you. You gotta accept them as they are now, because you know what? They will change, but if you don't accept them as they are now, bigger issues are gonna arise. Okay? And most likely, again, just look in the mirror. Start there and hopefully figure out your own stuff, because they are who they are, you are who you are. Do you understand who you are? If you don't, you're only going to bring two people's past and problems into a relationship, and at some point, unless you do the healing work and change and grow together, it's really hard to make a relationship work. Okay? That's it for today, my friends. I'll see you guys tomorrow.